Okay, what's going on, my fellow crime watching YouTubers? I have another video for you guys. Teen pretends to be victim to hide his evil plan. What could that be? I don't know. Could be anything. What kind of evil plan is this man hiding? Mostly, all I do on this is mostly homicide. So, um, evil beyond. That's typically all they do too. So I'm gonna hit the play button and we just gonna find out what's going on here. Let's see.
Around 8 a.m. on the morning of June 15th, 2021, when the Cedar Rapids Police Department of Iowa received a 911 call about a disturbance and a possible break-in.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
And so there is a guy actually with the flashlight. He just came in at the window at the door flashing us inside. And so we are just facing the veterans, the old veterans office on the 25th. Yes, he's just in that parking lot. He came down in the window and the door, just flashing. He actually kind of noticed someone he was watching him because he saw actually when I pulled the blind, he kind of noticed that someone was there. Then he moved away. He went to the other room.
Officers were dispatched to the home of the Jackson family, and when they arrived, they found only one survivor inside. 3 members of the family lay dead in an apparent home invasion that somehow turned into a slaughter.
Whoa.
Who's this down here?
Hey, who are you?
My dad. Is that your dad?
What happened?
What happened? He came down. There was a man. Who shot your
Who
dad?
else is here?
My sister. She's in the back? Yeah, she's in her room.
Oh
Is she
yeah, he on
okay?
some bullshit.
I think so.
He on some straight bullshit.
Sabrina? Sabrina?
Yeah, he on some bullshit. That boy pretending like a mug. He either know who did it or he did it himself. And he a Boy Scout, he did it himself. Yep.
Before we begin, we would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of the victims.
Amen
The only
to that.
survivor, 20-year-old Alexander Jackson, told police he'd taken a bullet to the foot while trying to defend his family, and his description of the attack.
A bullet to the foot? I'm not a pauser on this thing, but I had to pause for that one because this is the only time I'm gonna pause through this whole video. I promise you that. But check this out: a bullet to the foot. Who takes a bullet to the foot when you're fighting somebody? No one.
Could help police solve the case. According to Alexander,
Movies.
he was woken by the sound of gunshots and found an armed man targeting his family. Alexander's father, mother, and sister all lost their lives in the most tragic of circumstances. In the struggle, Alexander took a bullet to the foot before the intruder fled. But there was evidence that poked several holes in Alexander's story. The murder weapon was a .22 caliber semi-automatic rifle, and it was owned by Alexander's father. More importantly, its loading mechanism was tricky to use. Anyone not familiar with this particular type of rifle might struggle to operate the gun because of its small ammunition and magazine design. Unless, of course, whoever used the gun already knew this.
Hold on. Sorry.
Hey, parents probably got tired of his lazy ass just sitting around
If you guys got a bag,
That's my
if you
guess.
want it, if you want it.
September 20th. Not a paper.
They just got it down.
And you put it on top of the glove box right there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Or can you clip it onto Brandon or something?
Well, I don't have
Got the
to
nerve to have
Mine's the basket
name
we've done.
Brandon.
Oh, so we put in here?
Yeah.
That's my name.
Yeah.
No one knocks it
You
over.
don't
Stack
get that
the
name,
glove box
fella.
up there. Nobody should be bumping into that.
Oh, yeah.
Those police officers were not there to check on Alexander's welfare. They intended to
The time is
question him while he was
10:40
still laid up in a hospital bed, in the
Currently,
hope that
in
they could piece
Reedsburg.
together
Oh, my God.
exactly what happened and how the Jackson home became the scene of a bloodbath.
Alex, do you guys have, one of my coworkers is out at the house. They were hoping to get some video of this
What happened? You guys have like a DVR or anything? Camera system at your house?
That alarm was
I
supposed to be
can't
for
remember.
upstairs.
Where's
Oh, there's one by the garage too.
where's this recorded?
Online?
The cloud, you know what the company is?
No. All I know is my dad likes it.
You know, is it like a ring system or Arlo?
Yeah, that's it.
Which one?
Ring?
Ring?
Yeah.
It's a ring system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gee,
Alexander
what was called
claimed
that?
he slept on the couch and was woken by the sound of gunshots. As he was the only survivor, getting his side of the story would prove vital in solving the case.
Alex, can you kind of, so Matt and I, we didn't go
Oh,
out to
his
your
name
house,
ain't-
so we weren't
his name
really there
ain't-
to get to see.
You want to into my story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could just start to fill us in so we can understand a little bit what went on.
Well, how far?
Well, you kind of start like, we start out with like last night, maybe? Like,
Yeah.
what time did you get home last night? Or,
I was home
okay,
all day.
okay. What time did you go to bed?
11, I think.
And where did you sleep at?
On the porch.
Like outside, or is it a screened-in porch?
Screened porch.
It's a screened-in porch. How come you slept on the porch? Is that where you normally sleep?
That's nice up there.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bedroom at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, but you just wanted to sleep.
I sleep up with my dog.
I guess that's
Oh,
normal.
okay. What's your dog's name?
Hero.
If there was an intruder, then the police would need to know everything that Alexander remembered about the suspect.
I woke up and heard gunshots. I went inside.
I woke up and heard gunshots? Or because of gunshots?
You take your time, buddy.
What door did you go in?
The porch door. The man, he's taller than me, I think. I don't know why he was there.
No, there's a white man, black man, Hispanic, Asian.
Oh, I think. I know he's wearing black clothes. I don't.
When you go in that screen door, or the door from the screened-in porch, what room were you in?
The kitchen.
Can you lift your foot up, Alex? There you go. You're just bleeding quite a bit on
So you just go right into the kitchen there?
Yeah.
And he's in the kitchen too?
No. I went downstairs, so I went downstairs. He was messing with my dad's gun.
What kind of gun?
The 22. Right? Yeah.
Do you have a mask on?
Look like oh yeah, one of those ski masks or whatever.
He's wearing a ski mask. Did you see his hair?
No.
How about his shoes?
I think they're green shoes. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not a shoe guy.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm
Is he
too
skinny?
cheap.
Is he chubby?
How you laugh about anything? Whether it's yourself or anything, your whole family is gone,
So we
bro.
went downstairs, he was messing with your dad's gun, and then what happened?
Well, he's messing with her. And he took my dad, I think.
You told your dad. What do you think that?
I don't know.
What was your dad saying anything to him?
He was on the floor. And I ran at him.
Your
You
dad
ain't
was.
ran a day in your life.
You're at the guy with the gun?
Yeah. And
What room are you guys in?
it's like the stairs, kind of at the bottom.
Is it like a big family room?
You watch Glorious Bastards.
You and your dad?
Their family.
Oh, the whole family?
You mean I
Does
watched
everyone get along real good
Bastards
last night?
alone?
Yeah. We have our family time every night. We watch like an hour of the show or something.
So you ran at this guy.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Bastards is longer than an hour.
I pushed him. I think.
If Brandon is going to take some swabs from your hand, would that be okay?
Yeah.
Maybe
Good
the
man,
bad guy's
Brandon.
DNA's on there, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pushed him.
Good name.
So you pushed him. Did he say anything to you?
I think. Quite deep.
Hmm?
Quite deep, what I pushed.
Quite deep.
Yeah, deep voice.
Deep voice.
Gotcha.
What did he say?
You.
Apparently.
I think I grabbed the gun.
You
And
think?
let go. Fired. And then, obviously, that happened.
So when you and him were struggling with the gun,
Yeah, struggle, yeah.
and then he fired it,
Yeah,
and it shot you in the foot,
yeah.
How could they not laugh?
and
How
then
could
what?
they not laugh at that?
I think I fell. I saw him running. But I don't care. I was looking at my phone.
Wait. Did you say I just look at my
And then I
phone?
moved on.
Hold on. But I don't care.
But I don't care. I was looking at my phone.
I just look at my for what? You
And
can
then I
tell us?
moved on.
You can silence it again if you want.
You didn't.
But something
call
wasn't
911,
adding
you
up.
just looked at
The
your
crime
phone?
scene didn't have any of the evidence of a home invasion. Could Alexander have been confused about what happened? Or was there something more sinister going on and Alexander knew more than he was telling the police?
The latter.
We, when we stepped out, we talked to our coworkers. They were up at your house.
Oh, yeah.
You've been through your house, and they've been through the neighborhood, and, Alex, the reality is there's not any evidence that anyone else was over at your house. It's okay. It's okay.
But there was a man there.
Okay.
Alex, do you want to tell us what happened? What really happened?
Alex, we're not here to judge you at all. Like I said,
I went downstairs, and the man was there. I fought him.
talk to somebody, it relieves that pressure. And you don't feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. You know what I mean? Have you ever felt that way before?
Okay, I guess.
You haven't?
Did you say you dropped out of Iowa? Did you say you dropped out of Iowa?
Yeah,
No, he's on summer break.
Oh, on summer break.
yeah, I'm taking a good break. Because I was looking for a job.
How did your dad feel about your career choices or life choices?
I guess he wants me to more observant on what in business, but I was going to give that some thought this summer.
Have you ever had any problems with him? Serious problems with him? I can judge in your life or
Oh, no.
choices.
He's proud of me.
Yeah, how about mom?
Yeah.
Same?
Mm-hmm.
Sister?
I guess.
You guess. Well, tell me about this relationship with your sister. It doesn't seem like it's quite
I mean,
what
we're
you wish it
brothers
would
and
be.
sisters. We're not the closest.
Do you like her?
She's my sister.
There were several holes in Alexander's story that didn't make sense to the detectives. The fingerprints found on the murder weapon belonged to Alexander. There was no evidence to back up his story about an intruder, and the injury he had taken to the foot appeared to be staged, at least according to the blood spatter found at the scene. Armed with this new information, the police decided to question Alexander in hopes they could solve the case. What Alexander didn't realize is that the detectives had obtained the footage from a surveillance camera attached to the front door. With this footage, they could get a more accurate description of the alleged intruder. But what they found instead would blow his case wide open and prove Alexander wasn't being truthful as he claimed.
Hey, so I know when we left, we kind of told you where we were at on this thing, and you told us where you were at on that thing. So one of the big things that we needed to really hammer out was this video, right? This ring video from your house that would help substantiate some of what you told us. And I talked to my guy Jeff. He does all the forensic or digital forensic type stuff, phones and computers and cameras and things like that for us. Good news, he did a search warrant for the ring and got it back. There are no clips of anyone leaving your house. That one in the back, there is a clip there that they were looking at, and it just kind of, we use that as an example of how much of your yard it covered. That was the whole backyard.
Okay, I didn't know that was one in the back.
Yeah.
I thought it was just one.
So there's that one, right? And there's that one camera in the backyard. And again, I mean, they're apparently the motion activated.
Because last night, didn't I get them dumping water out? Dump some water out the back? A bucket of water?
Maybe my parents did.
No, he said they look like you. Does your dad look like you, though?
Sure.
Okay. Well, someone went out back, dumped a bucket of water, and maybe went up to that screened-in porch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You clearly didn't know about the camera. But I'm telling you, there's a camera back there. It captures your whole backyard, including what appeared to be you. I didn't personally see it. I'm just relaying what he told me.
Okay.
And he also told me there's no video of anyone leaving.
Okay.
The front, same thing. No video of anyone leaving.
This was the moment Alexander's story would start to fall apart. There appeared to be no evidence that there was any intruder at all, and the only person seen on the surveillance camera is Alexander himself.
With that in mind,
How you
I
forget your
know
own
that
house
earlier
has
was really
cameras?
stressful for you. You know, you've just been shot in the foot. Things were rough. Now's a good time that if you want to, you know, let us into your little world about what happened. You know, we're all ears. Like I said before about lying to us, we understand people have reasons, and we can't promise you that if we weren't in your shoes, we wouldn't do the same thing. But at some point, you gotta just be honest with us, man. We know no one left.
Well, I'm telling you how I saw it, you know?
Right. You still think someone was there?
Yeah. I know someone was there.
Okay, how did they get out?
I can't really remember. Probably the door they came in, or
the door they came in.
But they didn't.
The
But
front
you were
one
upstairs.
with the camera?
There's just not.
We have you have video.
no
Your dad has videos on the front and back of the house and on the garage. The only exit and entry points.
Did you and your dad wash cars yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, how would we know that? Because it's on the camera.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're saying is, like Matt told you, the videos come back. He expedited the search warrant since we're investigating a homicide. Okay, so it got back quickly, and nobody left your house after this shooting had happened. All right.
What
And
time do you think you woke up yesterday? Or today, I should say. Was it 8:12 when you said that, or you called 911?
21.
8:21?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I may have gotten that slightly wrong. But
The one I called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How long before that did you wake up for the day?
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I don't know.
Okay, so conservatively, we could say you were asleep till at least 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Alexander hadn't figured out the detectives knew more than they were letting on, then he was about to. When he's confronted with the evidence that proves he's lying to the police about the events that took place right before the murder happened.
So who's using your phone at 6 a.m. to get on social media? Who's using your phone at 6 a.m. to get on social media?
Maybe me? I don't know. I don't remember.
How could you use it at 6 if you were asleep till 8? You see what we're saying, Alex? It's time.
Alex,
It's time to just.
not the point.
The gig's up, bud.
No one left. You're awake much
stupid.
earlier than you called. Okay, because you're brainstorming how to get your ass out of this trouble you're in.
Right.
That's clear. In addition, we know when people were shot in that house.
He just realized he
We know that it's
up.
not physically possible for someone to get. When you heard shots, you said you told us earlier that you'd heard maybe 10 shots.
Something like that.
Sure. They're just in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 or whatever, in a row, all one little burst.
No. Maybe some bursts, but not in a row.
Okay, tell us about that.
I was just in like a few bursts or something.
Yeah. How long are we talking about? 10 seconds total, or 5 seconds, or 2 seconds, or 10 minutes?
He's just saying words now. You know he's
A minute,
hot.
maybe?
So there's a little gap, and there's like a minute.
Yeah, 10, let's say 10 shots in a minute or something.
Okay. So over a minute, there's about 10 shots.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so in that minute, when did you wake up? You clearly woke up after the first shot. Otherwise, you wouldn't guess there was 10, right? Or what you perceived to be the first shot.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Came in, went straight downstairs. Well, how's the bad guy supposed to get past you upstairs to kill your mom? And then come back downstairs only to be standing down there when you get down there to confront him.
How?
Well, maybe,
Didn't think about that, did you?
a bit slow about getting downstairs, but that's,
He was or you were?
I was, I guess.
Well,
Regardless.
let's just say that we've hammered out every detail. We took into account your theory about a ski masked intruder coming in with the worst description on the planet, and we gave it due diligence. Okay? I told you we went into this, and there was nothing about this story that seemed like it was an intruder, right? But you didn't want to change your story. You wanted to stick with the intruder.
Yeah, 'cause,
And we wanted to be thorough. And we wanted to be thorough in the really, really off chance that you were telling the truth. Your body language and your story told us nothing that was true. Okay? You were having a tough time. And I know why. And the why's a pretty good reason. Okay? You got a lot of baggage dealing with that family. I get it. We all know about it. We've talked to your friends. We've talked to friends of your sisters. You know, we understand the baggage of the weight that you're under.
Alexander has been under a lot of pressure from his parents to either get a job or move out. By June 21st, 2015, he was down to his last $30 and out of options. Detectives now believed this could be a possible motive for him to kill the entire family. With the evidence mounting against him, Alexander was finding himself backed into a corner he's going to struggle to escape from. Although Alexander tried to paint a picture of a happy home life, the detectives knew from friends' testimony
Look how
that
slim
things
he
were not
used to be
happy anymore in the Jackson
in those
home,
pictures.
with Alexander on the verge of being kicked out and losing the comfortable lifestyle he had become used to.
Who's the
He's
disciplinarian in
being
your house?
big and
Alex?
lazy.
If you get in trouble, who's the disciplinarian?
Either parent?
Either parent's not mom.
It's either a parent.
The people we talk to seem to think it's mom.
They do?
They do. And you know, and it probably is too. And not probably, you probably complained to them about it. Or they've probably seen her do it to you.
Well, parents discipline me if I act out of line or something.
Your story about the angelic home that eats dinner every night and sits and watches a movie for an hour is the biggest load of shit ever.
Are you sure you really talk to my friends then?
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you'd know that I am delayed in playing games with my friends like every night.
I didn't say you weren't delayed. I didn't say you didn't get punished.
Because of movie time or whatever.
Because of family movie time?
Yeah.
Why don't you watch the whole movie? Why'd you only watch a little bit of it?
Because we just do like an hour a night. Pretty much.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Only watching
It's
parts of
family time,
movies?
So.
Family time?
Well, mom could force me to sit and watch a movie for an hour every night too, and after a while I might resent her for it because I want to hang out and video game with my friends. Doesn't mean I would enjoy it.
Well, I enjoy it. Especially if it's a good movie.
You guys do puzzles together?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, like board games, like Life and
Yeah.
card games.
Were you helping put together that puzzle downstairs?
That's my sister's thing. She likes puzzles.
Yeah. You never did them with her?
No, I'm not really a puzzle guy.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot, guy.
We heard you butt heads on politics quite a bit over there.
Well, that's just how it is.
Do you butt heads with all three of them on it?
Well, all of them think differently, so.
Than you or each other?
Oh, everyone thinks a bit differently. So that's just how
Did it
politics
upset you that the three of them, you were kind of the odd man out on things?
Well, not necessarily.
That didn't bother you?
I wasn't always the odd man out.
Did you ever tell people you were?
I was the odd man out.
Yeah. It bothered you?
Not really. I guess I talk politics with some of my friends.
Even though Alexander had
I know I said I wasn't gonna pause it, but it's the end, and I didn't pause it. But I think I heard somebody like flush a toilet and say like, what the fuck was that, bro?" Check it. You gotta listen closely though. Closely. I'm gonna rewind it just so I make sure it's there. Listen closely from here on out. Closely. Turn up your volume.
Necessarily.
That didn't bother you?
I wasn't always the odd man out.
Did you ever tell people you were?
I was the odd man out.
Yeah. It bothered you?
Not really. I guess I talk politics with some of my friends.
That's
Even though Alexander hasn't confessed or admitted any
somebody
guilt
in
at
the
all,
next room
the
took a
detectives
shit.
firmly believe he was the one responsible for the family murder, and they believed they'd gotten the probable cause and the evidence they needed to send Alexander to prison.
Yeah, that
Guys,
boy did it.
remember earlier today we talked about what do you want to happen at
How
the end
can
of the
you not
day?
tell?
You want to go home, right?
You ain't going
Well, you're
home,
not
buddy.
gonna go home.
Okay.
You're being charged with murder of your mom, your dad, and your sister.
Why the
And you're
you
gonna
think
go
you
to
would get
jail.
away with it? I don't know. But you
So
gone, buddy.
if you
You
don't have
gone.
anything else that you wanna tell us, Matt and I are gonna get up and the officers are gonna put you in handcuffs and take you over to the jail. This is your last opportunity to speak with us or to get your side of the story out before we finalize everything.
I've given you my side of the story. Okay.
Okay, and that's fair enough.
So there should be 3 counts of first-degree murder.
For your family, dude.
On January 19, 2023, Alexander would stand trial in the Lynn County District Court located in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He was charged with slaughtering his entire family and was looking at 3 counts of first-degree murder and with an overwhelming amount of evidence against him. There was
Lazy
no
fucker.
sign of forced entry or sign of any intruder at all. With the self-inflicted gunshot wound and the weapon that can only be used by someone who knew how to load the ammunition, things weren't looking good for Alexander. The trial lasted only 6 days, and Alexander was found guilty on all counts. On March 3, 2023, he was sentenced to 3 consecutive counts of first-degree murder without the possibility of parole, meaning he will never see freedom again.
Redonkulous. You got issues with your family, you just need to learn how to talk it out. When you guys have issues with each other, you got to learn how to talk it out. Sometimes it's better to walk away or leave your family for months at a time or a week at a time or days at a time or minutes or hours at a time than to do some dumb shit like this just to get rid of them. And don't be lazy. People don't need to be lazy. You don't need to be lazy, man. Just be happy for yourself. Be a happy person. Don't be a lazy person. You know? Lazy people, when you start being lazy, you start thinking that that's the only way for you, or you start thinking like I could live like this for the rest of my life, you know? Because once you start getting lazy and being lazy, then people start to feel like, then you're gonna start to feel like I love this. I love being lazy, and people are giving you shit, people are handing you shit. Then you just feel like you don't need to do nothing. You're still surviving. You're still eating. You know, you're warm. You're comfortable. Then you get comfortable with not doing shit. You know, and then you end up around people that ain't trying to take care of you no more. And they're tired of footing the bill for you. They're tired of you taking advantage of them. And then at that moment, then you left with the threat of being out there on your own or um doing some dumb shit like this guy and having the state take care of you in a cell. So not the state taking care of you with like some food stamps and shit, you know, like some people. Um, but they're gonna take care of you there. You're gonna be in a cell being told when and what and where to do it. So fix your differences. We all gotta work hard. We all gotta find something to do with our lives, you know? And you're not the only one that's hurting, you know? You remember that. Remember, whenever you're going through any kind of problems, remember you're not the only one that's hurting. You know, there's other people that's hurting too. There's other people going through issues. Some are worse, some are less than, some are less worse. But remember, you're always not the only one that's going through issues. And that there's always a way out. And the way out doesn't have to be with somebody getting hurt. And you know, there's resources, prayers, friends, family, even there's strangers that are willing to help you. So you don't need to go trying to take out your whole family because they're trying to kick you out and turn you into an adult. You know, just get out there, learn how to be an adult. You know, don't be afraid of it. You're gonna make mistakes, but when you get out there and learn how to be an adult on your own, that's the kind of stuff that makes your parents want to be like, you know, he or she is trying it. They're working hard. They did this, they did that, they failed at it, they did this, they did that, they failed at it. Most logical parents are gonna be like, you know what, my child's out there trying, they're working hard. She came to me, she's struggling, he or she's struggling, I'm gonna help them out. Or, you know, I see that they're struggling. Let me send this their way to make sure that they, you know, don't take us all out. But anyway, y'all be safe out there. Take care of each other. Talk to your family, talk to your loved ones. And keep crime watching. Peace out.